This time, on the Tree of Life.
Pack everything up. I managed to get it all packed into my hiking pack and onto my cart.
We take an adventure back to the beginning of this adventure. Back to the little stream neatly tucked into a ravine. I took a squat on public property in a small park in Aurora, Colorado. This is a journey of a lifetime as I learn to live a life of confidence as a son of man. During this existence, we are given but two options. Remain inside of our shells or grow into a great tree. The Tree of Life.
But this has been on my heart for the last at least year, and that is, you know, while the birds have the nests and the foxes have the dens, the son of man has no home. That it's all up in here.
When I began this whole thing,
to do with your surroundings,
I had no idea what I was doing.
Require anything for you to be superhuman.
I obviously
You're already superhuman.
didn't even know how to work a camera.
And shelter yourself.
But that
somehow.
didn't stop me.
And so I'm going to be working on that today. That's step one in this whole process. Is I found a location. Yeah, check it out. It ain't much, but it's home for right now. And you know, it's a work in progress. So stupid hat. I'm tired. I've got the flu or allergies or something's going on with my sinuses. You know, I'm fighting stuff in my immune system, and so I just chose I didn't want to fight people. You know, as you can see, there wasn't enough bedding. I still have like a gap underneath there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just so beat today. I got to go get the rest of my stuff and continue to set up my bedding for tonight so I could sleep. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun challenge, and like I said, I'm sick too, so that makes it even more fun. But last time I had this experience, I was addicted to amphetamines, and oh my god, that's not a good experience to have. If you're homeless and you're all stressed out about that shit, man, you need to stay off the uppers. So, and you got to stay off the downers too. That's the thing about drugs is, I was just thinking about it earlier when I was, you know, purchasing my tent. I was like, the first reaction for us when we run into hard times is to, especially being like an addict like I am, it's like, you know, go get a drink or go get high or I didn't even have that inclination this time. Oh, some little birdies are just flying by. Because I got this big furry mongrel here, and you see how he's looking intently at everything. He's ready to go. He loves it out here. I do too. I'm in such a better mood. I mean, my sinuses are congested, but I feel great. It feels like a thorn's been pulled out of my side. It's gonna be rougher in some areas, yeah. It's gonna be better in some areas though. I'm not gonna give up. I've got no reason to give in. This is my whole life has been leading up to this moment. Okay, so night one down. So I have a problem with losing my glasses and my headphones in here and stuff. And as you see, it looks chaotic right now, but actually, you should have seen it this morning. I do have to move these clothes and a couple of little things around here. But really, it just makes me practice that mindfulness that I'm all about, and that I believe the Son of Man was all about. He was all about knowing what he was doing in every single moment. He never made an uncalculated move. And that's what grace is to me. Just doing the best you can with the bare minimum. you're given a bad situation and you make the most out of it. You're given lemons and you make lemonade. I lost my dog. Where he's at, he took off. As soon as I let him off the leash, I was on the phone. I sat in my tent. I peeked my head out and he was gone. I sure hope he returns tonight. It could have went south, and he was actually barking at some police who had pulled somebody over. And that's how gangster my dog is. So he was barking at the police when I found him last night. It was crazy, and they didn't see him, or if they did, they didn't bother with him. So I'm glad everything worked out. And use you guys for a second to shave. But guys, I'm out of it. So like, I'm sick, as you already know. I'm sick, and then like, I'm kicking that's ass, and then I just been stressed out all day, and I just let the stress get to me, that's all. So other than that, things are looking peachy. And if you wake up and you just go to work and you don't do any kind of meditation in the morning, and you just wake up and go right at it to the rat race. Oh. Hope he comes back over that ridge. Yeah, okay, he's alive. The rat race will get that little ego to where it's just rampant in the mornings, and for the longest times I had been dealing with it, and to get rid of it, I just come out here and it all just seems to fade away. I see this beautiful scenery, and then I still got a little bit of shakiness in me, and then I do a little bit of yoga, and that's just a little body tension. Right, so I have a Dudley Do-Right that just came through, and I have 24 hours to vacate the premises, or I can be found guilty of further charges. Right now I'm just getting a warning and 2 violations: camping in open grounds, and what's the other one? Hours. Oh, and trash, which I don't, well, I guess if I just abandon it, it would be trash, but I'm really clean, so so it looks like I'm on the move again, and there is no home for the Son of Man. A ravine, and last night, I'm not sure if y'all can see that. Let me see if I can get a good angle on it. Down there. It's down there somewhere. I don't know if you can see that line, where that water line is. But that water got up real high last night. It got up so high, and it really was scary last night, and the water was just rushing. It was just like, and that's what woke me up, and I was like, oh my God, I hope it don't rise up anymore. But I sat there and I waited a couple more minutes, and I looked out, and I could see that water line last night, and I seen that it had receded. So when I woke up, it had already been at its highest point, so I was very grateful of that. It was a Renegade showering 101. Instead, I got my shower rig. I had to find a bush because there's just nowhere else that's hidden well enough to where I'm you know, if I get caught, I go to jail doing this. So it's just taking a shower. It's just something simple as that. It's like, so I'm gonna do this real quick. I got my towel, I got my soap, I got my shower. All right, guys, see you in about 2 seconds here. So that's how you take a shower. When you're in the wilds like this, when you're in the big move, I ain't even a mile in, and That thing couldn't hold the weight. I hit one little curve and it just this cart's actually better, way better. And I've been about 4 miles now and I'm tired of pushing it. Like all my muscles are pushing it because I've been going up hills. All my muscles pushing are worn out, so now I'm gonna pull because it's a little bit easier and I'm using different muscles. And like I said, whenever I'm getting frustrated along this journey, I'm counting backwards from 9. I'm taking breaks, and I'm not trying to do this all in one time. So, whew, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it good. And that way it's not killing me because I've been walking all day long, like freaking 4.5 miles, man. I'm ready to bed down. That's what I'm gonna do. It says all over the signs, don't go wandering about the park because there's rattlesnakes, you know, so that's a good thing. The less I have, the more I gain. The less, the more I give away materialistically, the more I seem to gain spiritualistically. There's somebody living in the park in a tent. It's not natural. That's more natural than you living in a house, I guarantee it. So it feels a lot better. I'm a lot calmer living out here. I feel a lot more healed. He's a lot more himself because he doesn't have to constantly be on this leash. But then he does hate the little sticker burrows that get in his feet. He's always stepping on cactus out here. It is really rough country out here. Look at that, it's like it's a standoff. It's a Mexican standoff, guys. It's either us or them. What do you think, Dingo? Think we can take them? I think we can take them. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And hope you guys like it. It's a manifestation song. So this dang coronavirus, everything's closed down. McDonald's is closed down, only to-go orders. Yeah, guys, I can't even get a shower because it's closed. And like, it's too cold to get it anywhere else, so I don't know. 6 inches of snow already since this morning, and it just started sticking, so I'm gonna let y'all go and put my hands back in my pocket and let y'all know when I get to the hotel room. It's a highly stressful situation, and yeah, I'm glad to have found this bridge real quick, and I found this bridge, and I am going the right way, so it was kind of scary. I can't even look at my phone for directions right now. This is so bad. It's complete whiteout, complete blizzard, so I'm gonna bear with it, I'm gonna stick with it, I'm gonna keep doing my counts, counting backward from 9 in this stressful situation. So this is my all-in-one coffee maker. Put a coffee filter down in there. I have coffee filters this time. That's what messed me up last time. I got some awesome coffee. I got a cup, I got a spoon, I got a knife in case I need it, which I just did to make my coffee maker. I got my rocket stove, and I got my pot containing water. So wish me luck. Dingo, wish me luck. Yeah, as soon as I got this pot of water sitting on the rock, he comes over and starts drinking out of it. So my questionable water now has fluoride in it. Ain't no thing, but this rocket stove, oh my God, look at this stuff, guys. This is just some twigs in here. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, that's good enough right there. I'm just gonna stick that right in there like so. And I'm gonna keep on feeding it these little twigs. You guys see maybe, but that is steam rolling off the top of that water, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo, nothing can stop us now. Yeah, nothing. Dingo. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Guys, this little rocket stove, it just works so perfectly. And it only takes a few branches and you make you a cup of coffee right there. You don't have to wait on the coals. You don't have to do none of that old school stuff. And this rocket stove really is gonna revolutionize the way that I do this. So I'm so happy, I'm so proud of it. I'm so glad my pops, he's the one who taught me about this. And I'm so glad I made this thing, because I'm gonna have coffee in less time than it would make to go to the store and get it, that's for damn sure. And way, way cheaper as well. By the time this is over, I wanna be 100% self-sufficient. I ain't worried about no job, I ain't worried about nobody helping me out. It's just gonna be me, myself, and this thing right here, the DINGO. The lid of the can is used for an elevator so that the air can go right in this hole, right up that hole. So just over 15 minutes, just less than 20, about 16, 17 minutes. And I mean, this thing is really boiling good. I mean, really good. So, my new latest setup that I have been waiting on, anticipating, getting it ready, and doing a little bit of practicing with to make sure that everything is roadworthy.
The ego has been out of control in my life for so long. It drove me to madness, again and again and again, just trying to fully understand it. A 40-day retreat for a son of man means fasting, slowing down, and vows of silence. A sage reveals his diet when trying to find his purpose in the field. Number 3, vow of silence. Days number 1 and 2, I could not keep my mouth shut. By day number 4, I decided that duct tape would help. Until the adhesive began to eat at and melt my skin and facial hair into one thing. Ow! By day 5, I was completely losing my mind for lack of expression and lack of stimulation.
Just win, man! Just win! Fuck you, Nathan!
On day 6, I decided to throw in the towel. And then it all became so clear.
Took a vow of silence, a week-long vow of silence, and I really ain't got nobody to talk to out here besides Dingo. But I guess I just like to talk. And I can't even go 24 hours without breaking that vow. And now this is day 6. And I just woke up this morning and gave up. I gave up last night. And I'm just utterly defeated. My perspective has totally been completely destroyed. And now I realize that I am a robot. I'm a program. Just running. It's like Windows 10. Except this is human 2020. And just running. And I don't even feel human anymore. Lost. Cause this shit's real, man.
On this episode, a son of man becomes a traveling sage and learns that heaviness is the root of lightness. Over 300 miles traveled with a limited amount of gear and a bicycle and a cart. With only his spirit and his dog to guide him. Can an ordinary man find out what it truly means to be a son of man?
Now, the only bad part about traveling cross country on a bicycle is getting up a hill like that. He's stronger than he looks. For a 40-pound dog, he can sure pull a 200-300 pound payload pretty easy. Woo, yeah. I even had some folks stop on a little gator and offer me a ride or a tow, but that takes away from the experience. And also, every free ride I get means the next tribulation is just gonna be that much harder. So, if I do get in a rut, if I do find a hill that I just can't get up, if you're doing this, people will help you. It's the beauty of doing this. People will always help you. Whew. It's a good life. We managed to make it a total, and don't laugh at me, okay? 17 miles on bicycle, and we had to bed down because it was like almost 6 o'clock, and yeah, I was tired. At some point I hit a wall, and I couldn't even pedal anymore. It was like pedaling through chocolate, and that's the only way I could describe it. Like my wheels were caught in some kind of mud or something. But we're settled in. We're gonna hit it back hard in the morning, and hopefully we'll get a few more miles in, and it won't be so rough terrain. All right, so it's 8 a.m. and I've almost got camp packed up. One drawback is when they make these damn roads out of sand and rocks, a bicycle got any kind of weight on it, it's gonna sink right in, and you're gonna be coming to a stop real quick. You ain't got no choice but to hike up through here, pull in your bike, pushing, whatever you can do. And it's not a fun way to start your morning. But it is what it is. So yeah, there's this giant granite slab here. I mean, it's just huge. And me and Dingo are just vibing out on it, catching some of this awesome old energy. Come on,
Before
Dingo.
the first 100 miles, I noticed the padding on my puppy's paws was beginning to wear thin.
Come on, let's try him out.
So with an answered prayer, I stopped and fitted my Dingo
Come here, Dingo. Come on.
with a fresh pair of running
on,
shoes. The light blue were so heavy,
I don't like his new shoes.
the others
give him lightweight
like balloons.
Come on. Come on.
The black pair were lightweight and a perfect fit.
Come on, Bobby.
After a bite to eat, we were putting those new shoes to the test.
Really ain't nowhere to set up except for right on the trail. So that's exactly what I did. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and nobody's gonna come down through here late at night. They ain't gonna come through till about 6, 7 in the morning. I'll be gone by 6. And by the time they report me and Dudley Do-Right gets here, I'll be gone. So it's been a wonderful day. Another jam-packed day of just riding. Not very fast, but we had to make a few stops. We had to get some boots for Dingo. He was really tired today. He's usually sprinting, and today he's just kind of jogging, trotting, trotski. And he's not used to that. He's used to sprinting. And so we took a few hour breaks today. Well, they're really like 45-minute long, something like that, 40-45-minute long breaks. And yeah, we'll build our stamina up. So it's just gonna take a little while, and the trick is, once I build it up, don't lose it. It's 7:30. Started this thing on last Thursday. And I'm loving it, guys. We stayed on the trail last night, and it was actually pretty cool. We just camped right next to the road there on the side, and we was up before anybody even came down through there hacking up. So less than 100 to go, and it got down to 40 degrees last night. The night before last, my little buddy there decided to have an accident in my sleeping bag, and I was unable to wash it last night. And so yeah, it got pretty cold without my sleeping bag. And this morning we're on our way to the laundromat. We're gonna be in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and it's gonna be a wonderful day, I can just tell. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, awesome day. Ego emulations. Yeah.
Instead of manual labor or wandering the wilderness in seclusion and silence, I tried doing an ego that not many are fond of trying. The panhandler. While to some, begging strangers for money is hard, to others it's shameful.
How you doing?
To some it's laziness,
How's it going?
but it's not without its work. To overcome the guilt of being penniless and begging strangers, is a feat of its own. Some see the struggle and are moved with compassion, non-judgmental of another's shortcomings. Some onlookers were embarrassed to even look at me and sped off without making eye contact. It showed me a lot about the human psyche. The happier I looked, the more people seemed to give. After about an hour of panhandling, I had received nearly $40, enough to eat for several days.
Hey, that's alright. Son of man I like.
After seeing all the different reactions, it led me to one conclusion. This world is doomed to succeed.
Quick little update. If you can hear me, 244 miles traveled, baby. 60 that was assisted. Another 88 to go until I reach Chicago, baby. I'm having the time of my life. This is the Great Salt Lake. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And remember, this universe is working in my favor and in yours. Peace.
We took a dip in the cool, cleansing, and rejuvenating waters. Then took a few minutes to ponder what it would be like to sail over the Great Lake, Michigan.
Little update. We're in Waukegan, Illinois, and we've almost rode 300 miles so far. It feels like I'm never gonna be able to walk again. I had a wreck today. Maybe broke my hand. I don't know yet. We'll just have to find out. And there goes my bike again. Y'all have a wonderful day. And remember, this universe is always working in your favor. Peace.
Yeah.
Remember, like and subscribe to the Son of Man, please. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.